Mr. Chairman, honorable ministers, the ambassador and head of the Ghanaian mission, the CEO, Ghana Investment Promotion Center, the CEO, Ghana Free Zones Board, the CEO, Ghana Export Promotion Authority, the President, Ghana Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the President, Association of Ghana Industries, distinguished invited guests, friends of the media, ladies and gentlemen. Greetings from Accra, Ghana. Mr. Chairman, I deem it a privilege to be invited to participate in this very important trade and business forum between Turkey and Ghana. I must say that we are particularly enthused by Turkey's desire to boost business ties with Economic Community West African States, ECOWAS for short, through a free trade agreement. We were informed by the Turkish Economic Minister, Nihat Zibeki, at the opening ceremony of a business and economic forum with ECOWAS in February, that trade volume with the bloc increased from 200 million United States dollars to over 2 billion United States dollars in the last decade. What is particularly intriguing is that Turkey aims to bring this up to 5 billion United States dollars in the short term and 10 billion United States dollars in the long term in a win-win approach. This is very welcome news to me as minister responsible for the development of infrastructure in the works and housing sectors of Ghana's economy. It is therefore a privilege for me to interact and enlighten the Turkish business community on how the Ministry of Works and Housing plans to achieve in the medium to long term in the infrastructure sector to meet the aspirations of the citizenry of Ghana. Mr. Chairman, the Ministry of Works and Housing exists to formulate, coordinate, monitor, and evaluate the implementation of policies, plans, programs, and projects for the sustainable management of public landed properties, drainage works, coastal protection works, and operational hydrology, as well as secured, safe, decent, and affordable housing for all people living in the country. The goal of the ministry is to sustainably manage the available resources to ensure the provision of safe, decent, and affordable housing, as well as infrastructural facilities to accelerate the nation's socio-economic development. This goal we plan to deliver through an efficient management system that employs all the tools of strategic planning, budgeting, and implementation of programs and projects, as well as monitoring and evaluation to ensure transparency and accountability. Mr. Chairman, infrastructure remains a key development priority to sustain Ghana's rapid urbanization and industrial growth, as well as the attainment of the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs for short. Ghana's location in the West Africa sub-Saharan region provides a unique advantage for the development of the country's infrastructure as a hub for sub-regional, regional, and international trade and commerce. Hence, our vision to have a robust and sustainable development of public infrastructure in the area of works and housing. Distinguished invited guests, the priority infrastructure projects of my ministry within the infrastructure sector, which we seek to realize in the country through a public-private partnership, PPP for short, arrangements, inter alia, include A, affordable housing projects, that is, green building of commercial and residential infrastructure, with concepts such as solar energy, clean water, and clean air. B, the construction of a world-class sewage system and drainage systems to solve perennial flooding in our country. C, the development of government properties. D, sea defense properties, which is estimated to be 550 kilometers along the coastline. E, the building and relocation of government city, Aprampram, in the Greater Accra region. And F, the construction of a modern court structures and accommodation throughout the country for the judiciary and the security services. Mr. Chairman, Ghana's housing deficit is currently in excess of 1.7 million housing units, and you'll agree with me that even this alone presents a huge opportunity for the Turkish business community. In order to realize these priority infrastructure projects, it is government's vision to use an appropriate mix of public policy and public-private investments to deliver quality, affordable, and sustainable public infrastructure that meets the needs of the country, particularly the vulnerable and the marginalized. Distinguished invited guests, you will, however, agree that these projects are very capital intensive in nature and lifetime contracts for the chief executives of the various business concerns gathered here today. It is on this note that I would like to welcome all prospective investors looking for opportunities to conduct business in Ghana, not to hesitate to do so as the environment is conducive for brisk business in Ghana. It is worth noting that Ghana is now becoming a regional hub for large business events, and I'm not surprised that this event has been organized for us to bring to the fore those business opportunities that present a win-win situation for both Turkey and Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to inform you that Ghana is currently undergoing dynamic growth, which will lead to the necessary economic reforms, which, as a matter of course, will increase the confidence of foreign investors in the economy. Ideally, we want the infrastructure companies to find local partners and empower these enterprises through the transfer of technology. Such partnerships would create the required opportunity for the emergence of new businesses in Ghana and therefore serve as a strong foundation for other future businesses. Mr. Chairman, let me take this opportunity to thank the organizers most sincerely for the support and assistance they intend to give to the government of Ghana to address the infrastructural needs of the country. We are very much aware of the enormous projects your business entities have accomplished elsewhere and can accomplish in Ghana as well. It is my conviction, therefore, that this trade and business forum will help the participants to strengthen their economic and commercial ties with their local counterparts for the sustainable development of Ghana. Thank you.